In this video, we're going to write tests for the broadcast append later to, broadcast prepend later to, and broadcast replace later to methods. So if we have a look at the tests we already wrote for the broadcastable concern, we are going to see that they are very similar, and indeed we expect the article broadcast append later to method to broadcast the same HTML as the broadcast append to method. So what we're going to do is that we're going to copy this test here, and we're going to test the broadcast append later to method. And what we expect is actually that the exact same HTML is broadcasted to the same stream name when we call broadcast append later to method on the article. So let's run our tests to see if it works. And as we can see, it doesn't work as expected. And this is because when we are using jobs in the test environment, by default, they don't run. So what we're going to do is that we're going to include the active job test helper here. And this module contains a perform enqueued jobs method, and we are going to wrap this expression here within this method, and now the jobs should run, and so the HTML should be broadcasted through the stream name here. So let's go ahead and run our tests. And as we can see, they are all green, and we are going to repeat the exact same logic for the broadcast prepend later to test and the broadcast replace later to test. So let's do it. We are going to test the broadcast prepend later to method, and we are going to perform the enqueued jobs when calling the broadcast prepend later to method on the article. So let's run our tests to make sure we didn't make any typo and everything works as expected. And let's create our last test here. Broadcast replace later to. And we are going once again to perform the enqueued jobs when running the when calling the broadcast replace later to method on an article. So let's run our tests, and they are all green. So this is excellent, and we now have a broadcastable concern that is completely tested.